I'm Mike Holliday with SFI TV, Southwest Florida's infotainment network, and Fifth Gear Media, here at the Alliance for the Arts on McGregor Boulevard in Fort Myers. And tonight, it's the great jazz musician, Mr. Larry Coryell. Now, Larry has definitely lived the life of the music industry, plus played with some of the greatest jazz and rock and roll legends of all time. And, well, tonight, I'm going to find out more. Now, Larry, Lady Coryell came out in '69. You've made music all the way up to the Duality album that came out last year. Now, what was it like being on such a ride from then to now?
It's been great.
You said last year that commitment to music hasn't really changed. Do you agree with the way that music is marketed today?
No, it's just imperative for the artist to stay creative. Although a lot of my friends, a lot of my contemporaries, and they're great players, even much better than me, they also know how to do business. They are able to wear two hats. Myself, I can't do it. I'm basically focused on creativity.
Now, I've been in radio for over 20 years, and does radio give the musicians the exposure that they need and deserve, or is it just the exposure that they think will sell?
Well, it's a little bit of both. If people, at least in the past, particular program directors and music directors, if they liked my music, then they would play it. If they didn't like it, they'd play somebody else, and that's their prerogative.
And being in radio, a lot of times now that it's not up to the program director anymore.
Yeah, see, it's changed.
It has.
There's two consciousnesses that an artist can have. One is the Salieri consciousness. If you remember the story about Amadeus, Salieri was always comparing himself to Mozart and other musicians, really worried about how he was doing, and Mozart didn't care. He was just working on his next thing. In a perfect world, an artist, in my opinion, should always be in his Mozart consciousness, that is to say, working on the next thing and not getting caught up in how he's doing with comparing himself to others. It can make you crazy.
Now, as a father, I got to ask you, what is it like to have both of your sons follow you in the music business?
It's great. Fantastic.
Your son Julian's last album, Profit and Loss, came out in '09. Does he have anything cooking in the studio today?
He's actually working on a father and son record with me and him, Joe Sample and his son Nick, and Brian Auger and his son Karma. Brian Auger is a drummer. His son is a drummer named Karma. And Karma and Nick and Julian have a band called CAST, C-A-S-T, Coryell Auger Sample Trio. And they decided to bring in the fathers a couple of years ago to do some sessions. I think it was last year. And because everybody is scattered, our residences are scattered all over the country. It's a slow process, but I think they're about to finish the record, and we can probably go out as a father-son act.
My last question for you is, back in 2002, you released Gypsy Road and Voodoo Crossing, your tribute to Jimi Hendrix. Now, I've read that you've played guitar with Jimmy.
We jammed in a club in New York many, many years ago, in the 60s. It was disappointing because he wasn't playing guitar, he was playing bass. I wanted him to play guitar, but I still got to play with him, and that was an honor. And he changed the way the guitar is played.
Still today.
Yeah, there's nobody who's been able to take it in another direction.
No. If you'd like to find out more about Larry Coryell, visit his Facebook page or check him out on the internet. Otherwise, this year's lineup here for Alliance for the Arts is amazing. It's going down a nice long road, and to find out exactly what's going on here at Alliance for the Arts, check them out on Facebook. I'm Mike Holliday with SFI TV, Southwest Florida's infotainment network.